What is happening, guys? It's Dealer here, back again talking about E3 2019, the latest in Xbox news, and yes, this very much revolves around something like E3 2019, seeing as it is a brand new report. Now, thanks to this report, I am more excited than ever, and I'm not saying get your hopes up or overly hype yourselves, but given the source, I absolutely believe what I'm being told here. Now, the source in question is Brad Sams. I've actually had him on my show last night. That's RDX. I'll link that down below. If you want to hear him talk more in depth about this, you can hear it there. But of course, as always, we got guys that do listen to the show, don't listen to the show, don't get enough time to do so I figured I'd wrap it up here in a video. Plus, it's worth talking more in depth about because there's some really cool information here. And of course, that information, as always, is also linked down in the description below. Once more, super hype for E3, let's get into it. Now, of course, some of this stuff is obvious, like a Halo Infinite gameplay reveal, but just exactly how they're going to do that, what kind of system they're going to do that on, has been unknown until now. Secondly, new IPs, they are absolutely essential to the success of any serious console maker. While Microsoft are interested, they are very interested in producing brand new IPs. We've got all that and more. Now let's start with Halo Infinite. Of course, it is well known that there should be a gameplay reveal this year at E3. Many have speculated as to which type of console Halo Infinite's demo would take place on, but the answer is none of the above. As we know, next generation Xbox hardware is not quite ready for production. They have no serious dev kits to run this on yet, at least none that are final. And Microsoft want this gameplay reveal to be indicative of next generation Xbox hardware, meaning the footage, the gameplay, the visual should represent that of what you see in 2020 with the next generation Xbox. So, according to Brad Sams, Halo Infinite's gameplay demo will take place on a high-end rig, and he does confirm that it is to represent what next generation Xbox hardware will look like. They are kind of being forced to do this because the next Xbox is going to be ridiculously powerful. Showing it on something like the Xbox One X, even though it is the world's fastest console, will not do it justice when it comes to the next generation version of the game. So they've had a high-end rig built to show something that would be indicative of next generation consoles. I do not blame them for doing this. In fact, something similar happened in 2017 with the Metro Exodus gameplay demo for a game said that was running on a PC that was representative of what Xbox One X could achieve. Turns out the game actually looks like that today in its retail form on the actual Xbox One X console. They were not lying, and this is exactly what Microsoft are trying to do here. The hardware simply wasn't ready for 4A games, the hardware isn't ready now for 343, at least in its final form, so they've got to run it on a PC for now. But the good news is you can expect the game to look like this on the next console. I don't know about you, but that makes me even more excited. We already know the game's coming to PC. We already know Gears of War 5 is coming to PC. We already know it's coming to Steam. We know the Master Chief Collection is on Steam. It's time to get over the fact that these games are on PC. As a matter of fact, it's just another option for you. If you want to buy the game on console, you get a PC version for free, and that is not a bad thing. It's more flexibility for you. Use it or not, you get it anyway. I, for one, am stoked for Halo Infinite. Now, when it comes to first-party titles on the Microsoft stage this Sunday, we know that they are going big. In fact, Phil Spencer confirmed 14 Xbox Game Studio games on stage. But, as I covered in my last video, we know most of those are probably already out and available to play today, or they are already revealed. The real question is, how many of these 14 are new IP or new games that have not been revealed? Well, according to Brad Sams, there could be up to 3 new IPs shown off at this E3 alone. I want to remind everybody that IPs have been in short supply on all sides of console gaming this generation, especially compared to previous generations. So the fact that Microsoft could have 3 brand new IPs this year alone is pretty massive. That's without taking into account some of their other studios, because we know the Initiative are not showing anything they could be working on for years. Other than that, we do know Gears of War 5, Halo Infinite, and potentially Fable 4 could be there, just to name a few. At the end of the day, I want to know what you guys think these 3 new IPs could be. Will they come out this year? Or are they simply being revealed for the first time to the world? Let me know down below. Personally, I think one of them is going to be from Ninja Theory's B team, not the Hellblade team. Another one could be from In Exile, a recently acquired Microsoft team. And I even heard Obsidian are working on something new in the background. But at the end of the day, we will have to wait and see. The report also mentions that third-party support is going to be more fierce than ever, which makes perfect sense given the fact that Sony Sony isn't there this year. Cyberpunk 2077 is an obvious candidate, Borderlands 3 as well, and don't forget about that new From Software title. There are going to be a ton of different games there. Rocksteady, however, did confirm that they would not be at E3 2019, and it makes all the sense in the world. We know that Warner Brothers are working on a Batman game with their Warner Brothers Montreal team. We know that game is supposed to come out in 2019 thanks to LinkedIn, and of course the studio itself teasing the title. It makes no sense for Rocksteady to debut something like Suicide Squad when Warner Brothers have an Arkham-style Batman game coming out sooner. Why compete with yourself? So hopefully that Batman game is there as well, though I hear it could appear on the Stadia stage this week. Not that it would be exclusive, but that it would have some kind of gameplay debut. Not sure how accurate that is, but let me know your thoughts down below. Also, Todd Howard of Bethesda, yes, that Bethesda, has spoken about the next generation Xbox and PlayStation for that matter. He says he feels as though these console makers have learned from their mistakes, that developers and gamers will be extremely happy with these systems. Keep in mind, Todd Howard is an industry legend despite Fallout 76's flaws. Yes, they made big mistakes and they will be paying for those mistakes for quite some time, but at the end of the day, Todd and his team probably have a very good idea of what the next Xbox is packing. After all, the guy was in the Project Scorpio trailer. He and his team were consulted on what Xbox One X should have in it to enable them to bring their visions to life. Unfortunately, it did not support VR, but at the end of the day, the guy knows some stuff. And if he's happy with the hardware, if he's saying gamers are going to be happy with the hardware, that's good enough for me. So once more, guys, let me know what you think down below. E3 week, massively exciting. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, learned something today. Maybe share this with a buddy or two if you get a second, of course. I'm going to try to put out as much E3 content as I can. So much to cover this week. And again, we will be live with RDX Podcast right after Microsoft's press conference right here on this channel. We hope to see you guys there. Check the links down below. I'm Dealer. I'm out.